All right. What's your name, my man? Duke, what you say your question was? He said you had a question. Why do we go into slavery? Get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. That's a great question, all right? Why did the so-called African American go into slavery? Because in the book of Deuteronomy, God, through Moses, gave us an ultimatum. He said, if you keep my commandments, then you're going to be blessed. You're going to be above all people of the earth. You ain't got to worry about nothing. But if you break my commandments, you're going to go into slavery. And that's how you got us right here in Arkansas. What's your last name? Huh? Bannister, what's your last name? Krieg, what's your last name? So all these names are from different slave masters, right? Right here in America, we enslaved. Now let's see why. Read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
We don't hearken, mean hear the voice of the Lord, which is the Bible. Read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said if you don't listen to his commandments, listen to the Bible, that curses are going to come upon us. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. So it's nothing but bad things going on in our communities, right? Y'all from Little Rock? You from Stuttgart? Y'all from Stuttgart? So if y'all familiar with Little Rock and North Little Rock, Stuttgart, anywhere you go, it's bad things happening to us. Are we not getting shot down in the street? No justice, no peace by the police? Do we not got the worst communities? Do we not got potholes and poverty-stricken houses? Right? We do. God said these evils are going to come upon us if we break his commandments. You think we broke his commandments or we kept the commandments? Broke them. Get Daniel chapter 9 and verse 11. That's 100% correct. That's why when you read throughout the Bible, the book of Daniel, the book of all the different books in history, the Israelites were in slavery. Just like right now, we in slavery, which means the Bible is only talking about us, my man. Watch this.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
All Israel, meaning us. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the Bible, and I'm going to prove that to you, all right? Read.
Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us.
God said he poured a curse on us because we didn't obey his voice. Read.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him.
Nothing above the Bible, right? All right, so let God speak, all right? Don't get distracted. Read.
And he hath confirmed his words, which he has spake against us, and against our judges that judge us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
Verse 12?
Yes, sir.
All right, so God said he gonna confirm that. He confirmed it. Since we broke his commandments, we went into slavery. Right. So that's why we went into slavery. The question is, how do we get out of slavery? What do you think we got to do to get out of slavery? Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. Because this, like I said, this is an ultimatum. It is a positive side to this. All right, God said it is a way for us not to be here. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if we decide to go ahead and keep the commandments and listen to his voice, read.
Of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So are we on high above all nations right now? We at the bottom. But what did God say we have to do to get on top? Listen to him. Keep his commandments. Come back to your true nationality and who you are according to the Bible. Because if I asked you who you are according to the Bible, what would you say? You don't know. Get Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. That's perfect, because guess what? None of us knew who we were.
Right.
We all thought we were, because when you fill out a job application, what do you put for your race or ethnicity? Black or African American. That's what we were taught. All right? Black is a color in the crayon box. You got a polo jacket on, right? What color is it? Are you the same color as your jacket? No, so how could that be your nationality? The word nationality, the root word of that is nation. And there is no nation of black. All right? The only nation we come from is the nation that God was always talking to, and that's the Israelites. Watch this.
The book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So the ox, one dumb animal, right? He said, God said, you know what? They know who their owner is. And the ass is a donkey. God said, a donkey know where they live at, right? They know where to go home. You know what the ass is, right? They don't look like smart animals. But watch what God said about us. Read.
But Israel,
but the Israelites, read,
do not know. My people do not consider.
His people God's people, the Israelites, have no idea who they are.
Right.
So when you ask any black or Hispanic out here what's their nationality, they're not gonna know.
Right.
So that would make us who? The Israelites, right?
Right.
That would make that prophecy or that scripture per se pertain to us. Get Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. It's a reason why we don't know who we are. It's because those curses have come upon us, all right? Read what you got.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 17 in verse 4. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy inheritance.
God said, you know what, Jeremiah, you and the rest of your people who are the Israelites are going to discontinue from your heritage. You know what our heritage was? Well, because right now, you would say, if the average black male today, he grows up, what's his life like? Probably sports, rapping, gang violence. He repping a flag. He probably go to McClellan or Hall or something, and that's all he know. All he knows is the streets. He addicted to the streets and married to the game, right? But what was the heritage that God gave us? Do you know? Get that. Sirach chapter 17 and verse 11. Because believe it or not, the Most High God gave the so-called black man a specific heritage. It wasn't always BET. It wasn't always the twerk team. It wasn't always NBA, fantasy football and all that. That was never our heritage. Our heritage was the laws. All right? Read what you got.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
God said he gave us a specific knowledge and a law of life for a heritage, meaning it was our culture. The Bible, this is our culture, meaning what? The holidays that we celebrated in the Bible, like Passover, Feast of Dedication. You get what I'm saying? Not Halloween. Did you celebrate Halloween? You went trick-or-treat? What about Christmas? You gonna have a secret Santa this year? A secret Santa? You heard of that? Was that ever our heritage according to the Bible? No, because Jesus Christ wasn't even born in the winter. But they teach that and that's idol worship. Easter, do bunnies lay eggs? Growing up, did you ever do Easter egg hunts with your church though? Exactly, we have inherited lies as a nation. When our heritage is the Bible, all right? But we discontinue from that. Go back to Jeremiah 17 and 4. Let's see why though. Why did God take that from us? Why would God take something so precious from us? Our name, our culture, our history, our Savior. Why would he take the knowledge of that from us? Read.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
God said, not only am I going to take your heritage and your nationality from you, but I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies. Who are we serving in America? White people, so they are what according to the Bible? They the enemy. But what about, let's hold hands and sing Kumbaya with little Annie from down the street. Did God ever teach us to do that? No, God said them your enemies. Who else are enemies? You know the so-called Arabs that own this gas station are enemies too, right? You know the so-called Chinese or the Asian man who choked our sister out in the hair store, that's our enemy too. God said he caused us to serve them. Why? Because we broke his commandments. Are you tired of this condition, my man? You tired of living like this? We got to come back to the Bible. Come back to our heritage. Finish that out.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger.
God said we kindled a fire in his anger. Read.
Which shall burn forever.
Which shall burn forever, meaning it's going to burn upon our kids and our kids' kids until we come back to who we are and our true nationality. What you got to understand is, good Psalm chapter 147 and verse 19 or 20. Something our people got to understand is the God of the Bible, he was never dealing with everybody on the planet. Did you know that? God is only dealing with a specific group of people. And that's the Israelites, who happen to be us. All right? You following me, right? Read what you got.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his words unto Jacob.
God said he showed his words unto us. You got any kids? Okay, when you have kids, you're going to teach them what they need to know to survive, right? Are you going to go door to door teaching everybody's kids? No, but they think God did that. That didn't happen. God said, I show my word to my kids, Israel. Read what you got.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. But, I'm sorry, he have not dealt so with any other nation.
God ain't dealing with nobody else. God ain't dealing with the so-called white man. That's why they can sit up there and beat us in the street and not care. That's why Asians can choke our sisters out and not care. That's why the white man can put crack in the Popeye's chicken sandwich, push it in your community and not care. Because God never taught them justice and judgment. He only taught that to us. We the only people with morality in the planet. All right, but with that being said, he held us accountable. Get Amos chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. With that being said, God said, you know what? I'm going to hold y'all accountable because I taught y'all who you were. I gave you my laws. I gave you a true nationality that I gave to nobody else on the planet. Therefore, if you don't follow them, I'm going to have to discipline you. All right? Because if you have kids, you're going to whoop their behind if they break your rules in the house, right? God is disciplining us, my man.
Right.
Read what you got. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1 in the Old Testament. Right there. All right, God is disciplining us. That's why we went to slavery. I'm not trying to lose you. Let all of this be a full circle for you, all right? That's why we went into slavery, to answer your question. Read what you got.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
God said, I only knew you. He only knew the so-called blacks and Hispanics. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know this ain't God right here? Y'all know that's not Jesus? Y'all know that. So this can't, if this was Jesus, he definitely not talking about us because he said, this God knew us. The white man they don't care about us. The white man shoot us down in the street. The white man put cocaine and crack in our communities and then came back and said, hey, do y'all got crack? And they was like, yeah. All right, you going to jail. They took the crack back from them, threw our men in jail and put the crack back in the community and called it the war on drugs when it really was the war on the black man. So this really can't be our God. Our God is a black man and he looked just like y'all. All right? But with that being said, watch this.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all of your iniquities.
Therefore, he's punishing us. God, the black man that's in heaven right now, who wrote this Bible for us to have instructions to live thereby and to be the light of the world. When we went against that, he punished us.
Right.
And that's why we got the worst school systems. That's why we got no job. Y'all got jobs or whatever? No. You trying to get one, it's hard for us out here. That's why our women got to sell their behinds and their vaginas to get money because our God is punishing us and now we up the creek without a paddle. But what we got to understand is when we come back to the Bible, y'all ain't got to worry about this no more. Y'all know people that sell drugs? Y'all know somebody that do that, right? Y'all know people that gangbang, right? Y'all know people that live a lifestyle that they really don't want to live. But the circumstances that we grow up in, that's what we become. That we are products of our environment, right? Y'all like living like this? Y'all want to be here forever in slavery? No. God got a solution. Y'all gonna get Exodus 19 and 5 real quick. Because what y'all gotta understand is God said we are more than that. All right, God got a plan for us. It's a win. It's gonna be a win-win, all right? All y'all gotta do is come back to the Bible and live right, and we're gonna be the kings of the earth again.
Right.
All right? Read Exodus 19 and 5.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 19, and verse 5. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people.
I said when we come back to the commandments, we're gonna be above all people. Because we at the bottom right now, right? God said that ain't gonna be for long. Read.
For all of the earth is mine, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and of a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
Said we're going to be a kingdom of priests. We're going to be kings. We're going to be rulers of the planet. Not just a block. Because our people be like, bro, on the E, on the West End, on this, on that. Claiming blocks and streets and sex as if that's all we can get, right? Well, this my set on my mama, I die about it. Right? God said this whole earth gonna be ours.
Right.
All right? That's all that's gonna matter. So you know some commandments that God told us we gotta keep? What y'all think some of the commandments are that we got to keep to get back on top? All right, like the 10 commandments. What else? Thou shalt not steal. It's a lot of stealing going on in our community, right? And that's why we in slavery. What else? Thou shalt not kill. Okay. All right. What's another commandment? Thou shalt not covet, right? Y'all ever took somebody's girl before? Yeah, right? Y'all took somebody's girl. That's a sin according to God.
Right.
The commandments say thou shalt not covet.
Right.
And that's why we still in slavery.
Right.
Because the same dudes that y'all taking their girls, smashing them, that dude, you never know that dude could kill you for that.
Right.
Our people love hard.
Right.
So that, oh, that nigga bro, my mama, bro, it's over with. They gonna try to kill the girl and you.
Right.
Because you did that. When God said, I got a woman that's specifically ordained for you.
Right.
That he created out of your rib from the beginning of time.
Right.
All right, these are commandments that we have to come back to.
Now they will see the treatment of God. We are not black men, we are Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. And our children too. We have repented. How are you? People want to know, who's the king?
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.